In a biased interview, questions arise surrounding a private eye's controversial investigation.
Interviews I've ever seen, at least in the last year that I can remember. What? Say what? She was missing for 5 days. Actually, on the 6th day, they found her less than 10 minutes away. You failed. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Well, you're such a great private eye, and your co-partner private eye was an officer for 14 years, and you couldn't find your freaking, he couldn't find his wife, right? This is crazy. A conflict of interest is what I was trying to say earlier. Thank you. He's got no junk in the trunk. All right, let's go. Got to make you guys laugh a little.
There's somebody going to come back and say, oh, it's a conflict for me to be involved in it. No, it's not.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Because I know the family. I know the individuals. That is a great help to be able to assist in any information or assistance that law enforcement happen to need.
How is he doing?
I mean, he's not doing good at all. I mean,
he's not doing good. He's devastated. They were going to spend their life together until death do us part, which means you got to die first, bitch. All right. Anyway, Teresa, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. My ex would be abusive, so I went on random walks. And maybe, rightfully so, maybe she just needed to cool down, but how did she die? It's always good to see you, Teresa. Man, guy, he's definitely covering shit up for sure. Yeah, we don't know anything about any of that right now. I do too. It's just that law enforcement has cleared him. Not cleared him like Nanos cleared the Guthries, Annie and Tommaso, but cleared. Like they're saying they're not looking at him at all. That's odd.
Grieving. Him and Miss Moore have been together, and it, you know, the reason I call her Miss Moore is not because that's just my professional side. Okay. You know, they have been together for a number of years. Okay. They built a life together. They got married, you know.
Okay.
He's grieving. She was 39 years old. Am I correct on that when I say, was it 39?
39, yes,
39. He planned on spending the rest of his life with this woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And her life's over.
And, you know, I joke with him all the time that I don't know what she saw in him. It was a joke. But again,
these guys must be putting their fingers up each other's asses, because right now this is wild that he's so biased, so defensive, and the way he answers it is just like, yeah, bro, you guys are just tickling each other's buttholes over here. That's it. That's all. Nobody believes you, dude.
And Brandon is grieving. Okay. The loss of his wife at this point.
Look at Brian Eden's face.
In his life. I'm 65 years old. I mean, granted, you know, we could all leave this world at any time when the good Lord decides, but what we have to look at is normally we don't have to bury our children bury us. That's always where it's worse. He's got to figure out what he's going to do tomorrow, but he has to do that one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time. He's got to figure out how he's going to pick himself up and pick his life up and continue.
Of course he is. Just like JP did. JP picked up his life and went on to go get a new girlfriend. I mean, do you hear what this guy is saying? They should pull this whole interview down. It's embarrassing. His name is Brannon, or Brennan, not Brandon. He keeps calling him Brandon. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, dude? You don't know his wife's age. You had to confirm that with Brian Enton. But Brannon, Brannon, there's not a D in there, dude.
You know, we obviously, a lot of people have talked to the friend Sandra, who's been out saying that, you know, that there were issues in their relationship, that it sounds like, according to her, they were going to separate. And that essentially she's saying that, that Elena was scared of her husband. What do you make of that? Is that something you've heard about?
Well, let's go back to the video of the Uber Eats delivery, if that's what it was. That video was disturbing. Okay.
So he's going to blame it on her mental health. We saw that the husband already blamed it on her mental health. He put it up and then deleted it. Who hired this private eye? Well, the husband of the lady that went missing, the love of his life. That's his soulmate. Till death do us part, or until you die, bitch. That's what I see it.
I don't think there's any hidden fact that there was something going on based off of if you want to analyze just that video. Okay. If this individual, Sandra, was such a close friend of Elena's, how come law enforcement hadn't interviewed her? They've interviewed other close friends.
Yep.
They've interviewed family. I mean, at the end of the day, I think you have to take the own words that she said during your and her interview. She said, "I'm sick." So I think about right there, we have to leave it at that. She doesn't know the facts. She admitted that in your interview. Again, if she was such a close friend, law enforcement would have already talked to her. She has no factual information to provide.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, I think she needs to do like everybody else is doing, is stay in her lane.
Stay in her lane.
And you know how relationships are, and I know you knew them, like you said, but I mean, it's.
He got red-faced and defensive. He says, "Stay in your lane, bitch." He might as well have said that, but yes, stick to the script. I'm your PI guy. Shut your mouth, and we'll take care of the rest. And by the way, get a lawyer. Nikki's like, sex worker, game over. I just called you. See, you're a sex worker. I like sex. I'm calling you. I'm just teasing, by the way, everybody, but that's how he sounded. Wife went missing. I'm a private eye. I work with them, so we're doing this. This guy, man. All right, let's continue. Let's get through this. My goodness.
Possible, right, that there were issues that you didn't know about. You know, people can be very private with those kinds of things.
Absolutely. I mean, come on. I mean, you people don't know if there's problems between me and my spouse. You know, Brandon and Miss Moore.
There's no Elena, Brandon. There's no D in
very
it, guy.
Private people to a certain extent. I'm not saying that there might not have been something going on. Okay. And don't take that out of context, please.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is that's private. If it had rose to the level of somebody's life being in danger, I think that it would have been being dealt with.
Yep.
I mean, that's the factual side of it. Okay. Do I know the nuts and bolts about their whole relationship? Absolutely, I do not. But what I can tell you, Brandon and Elena were two outstanding, nice people that were building their life together.
Bullshit. Again, he's staying on script, but I love Brian Enton's face. And I love the fact that his best friend is Brandon, but that's not really his name. And he doesn't know how old the wife is. But he does know it's till death do them part. All right? So shut your effing mouth, Brian Enton, and listen to him.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, it's they're young, you know, it's like,
right.
It's really sad. What about, you know, was she, you know, the friend says that she was in, I think it was like a mental facility at one point recently. What do you know about that?
Nothing that I can speak on. I think that some of that, let law enforcement, let Lexington City, let the state law enforcement division do their investigation and, you know, reveal all of those facts as it comes to be facts. Okay. I don't see that where that is, that is not something I would have permission to talk about.
Understood. Are you in contact with Brandon a lot? I mean, are you guys?
It's not Brandon.
Off and on, there's a very close family friend. Well, more than one very close family friend who is basically a go in between me and him in a sense. Just so.
Where is
I'm trying to get it where we don't hear that ring anymore.
Oh, no problem. I know you got a lot of calls coming in.
But there's kind of a go between just so because he's dealing.
So Tiff, I saw somebody earlier show James R. Snell Jr. the law offices, and you just sent me a screenshot, but I can't find it on the website. If there's any way you could possibly send me the link, I can't click on that. I emailed you a pic. So I got the picture of the family. I got the picture of her sister. Brittany Slice is the front desk manager at his law office. Did you guys know that this guy's a lawyer, that her husband's a lawyer? And as a matter of fact, not only he's a lawyer, but he represents the company. And there's a video that I saw him in, but I can't find the video, Tiff, because you sent me screenshots and not a link. Is there any way you can send me a link? Brandon works with his sister. That is how he technically has a job. But is he a I'm confused. You're a little confused, Tiff, because I know he works there, but where's that Brannon Slice video? And is he a lawyer? Let's play this while we figure that out.
With things, of course, he's not. So there is kind of, but there's constant communication between me to him, from him to them to me.
You mentioned rumors and things you wanted to clear up. How is Brannon handling that? I mean, because it's just, there's a lot of stuff going around right now. If you look online, a lot of people are kind of suspicious of him. And even though police have said nothing about that, and that he's not a person of interest, and we're all waiting to see what the cause of death is. Like you said, the investigation is ongoing, but how is he dealing with that?
How would you deal with it if people are online saying
this fucking guy,
you
man,
killed your wife? That's devastating. I can't say it any other way. It's unnecessary.
He is so defensive, right? And so not only was he in criminal law, right? He's not a lawyer. I know he's a private eye and he works for a law office, but I was reading the law.com. I get it. We talked about this already, guys. He works at a law firm. He's a private eye and with his sister. I'm trying to find the video in order to play it for you, but I can only see the screenshot. So a screenshot I can't do anything with. But when you see him in the law office and him surrounded by lawyers, he's got himself covered. Yes, he's a PI for the lawyer group. I just said it wrong, killing time in New York, because I was reading, text messaging, and looking at a website. All right, thank you so much, Hope 8 Fear, for the $5 Foxy. Fox, yeah, I get that. I'm trying to figure out where the video is. Let me show you something real quick, since I can't find that yet. I just want to show you the family picture that Tiff sent me, and then I'll get to that after. But there's a picture of his family. That is Elena. That is her husband. They look so different in these pictures. And I'm assuming the sister is probably this one right here. One of them's a sister. Again, no label, no nothing, but that is them. And he looks so much older here. It's weird. But anyway, we're getting that documented. If anyone wants to send me a link, I'd love to play that video. I saw playing it earlier. I just can't find it. They have way too many things going on. If we look at their, look at this.